The chilling revelation that the phone calls you receive every night at 3:33 a.m., where you hear your own voice screaming for help, trace back to your own grave, suggests a supernatural or psychological phenomenon that defies conventional explanation. Here's a concise exploration of this eerie scenario. The consistent timing at 3:33 a.m., often considered a witching hour in folklore, could indicate a paranormal connection, possibly tied to your own consciousness or spirit. The fact that the calls originate from a number linked to your grave, a place symbolically tied to death, suggests a few possibilities. Supernatural haunting. Your grave could be a focal point for a restless spirit, potentially your own, trapped in a liminal state. The screams for help might reflect a past or future trauma, with the calls serving as a warning or a plea from an alternate version of yourself. Folklore often associates graveyards with spiritual activity, and the specific number 333 could amplify this, as it's linked to heightened supernatural occurrences in some traditions. Psychological manifestation. The calls might be a projection of your subconscious, perhaps triggered by guilt, fear, or an unresolved fear of mortality. The grave connection could symbolize a deep-seated anxiety about death, or a forgotten memory surfacing in a distorted form. Hearing your own voice could indicate an internal struggle, with the screaming representing suppressed emotions. Time or reality distortion. The tracing of the number to your grave raises questions about reality itself. This could hint at a glitch in time, where a future or alternate version of you is reaching out. The grave might not represent your current state, but a potential fate, suggesting a warning to alter your path. Alternatively, it could be a fabricated perception, possibly induced by external forces, e.g., a prankster with advanced tech or a hallucinatory influence. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decay as I stood before my own grave, the phone in my hand still warm from the call at 3:33 a.m. The headstone, weathered and cracked, bore my name in stark, chiseled letters, though I was very much alive, or so I thought. The number I'd traced led here to this forgotten corner of St. Mary's Cemetery, where the grass grew wild and the stars seemed dimmer. My heart pounded, each beat a reminder that I wasn't ready to face whatever this meant. I'd come alone, armed with nothing but a flashlight and a recorder, determined to confront the impossible. The grave was undisturbed, no signs of tampering, no hidden devices to explain the calls. Just cold stone and silence. I knelt, brushing dirt from the headstone, and noticed something odd. The date of death was blank. Not eroded, not missing, just never carved. A shiver ran through me, not from the autumn chill, but from the realization that this wasn't a mistake. It was a message. My phone buzzed, snapping me out of my thoughts. The screen lit up. Unknown number. It was 3:33 a.m. again, though my watch read 11:47 p.m. Time itself seemed to bend here. I hesitated, my thumb hovering over the answer button. The recorder was running, its red light a faint beacon in the dark. I pressed accept and held the phone to my ear. "Help me!" My voice, raw and desperate, screamed through the speaker. "You're running out of time." "It's coming." The words dissolved into a guttural wail, then static. My knees buckled, and I gripped the headstone to steady myself. "Who are you?" I shouted into the phone. We can't tell the full story in a short video. If you want to see the full story, click the link in the